What's up, everybody? This is Dave from D&J Farming, back for the third mod review on our channel, but the second one that I have done. So, what I have for you today is the Eurospan Pack by Black Eyes Modding. So that gives you these three fertilizer spreaders right here. Now, I think we're going to start off by looking at them all in the store. So if you come over to Fertilizer Technology and you go down right here, so they start right here. This is the Zeus, the Chrono, and the PXT. So the PXT is the smaller one. That's what's on the tractor that I was in. So this one's pretty small. It holds 800 liters. Now it does have an extension, so you can get 1200, which that's not too bad. If you had a smaller map like Klein's Land, maybe this would probably work pretty good for something like that. This right here is the adjust working speed thing. That's not actually on the that's not actually part of the mod pack. That's just something else I have installed. It's a script mod. You can change the design of it. There's Eurospan and Cavallo. And then, so here's the working width. Now this is on here. You can change this from the pack, the Eurospan pack. So you got 4 and 12 for this one. So yeah, like I said, this is pretty cool. You could probably use this, on a smaller map, or if you started out, you had some smaller fields. Alright, so we looked at that one. Now, actually, while I'm in here, I'm just going to fill this with fertilizer from this screen here. And I forgot to mention, they both do they all do lime and solid fertilizer. So we'll put some solid fertilizer in there. And then we will jump over to the next one up in size, the Zeus. So, let's take a look at this one in the store. This one, oh, it's right here. Okay, so this one, 1400 liter capacity, 18 meter working width, and 12 miles an hour. And you can change the colors, nothing too crazy, just black or gray, red. Anyway, this one also has an extension, 2000. Yeah. And then, like I said, this working width thing that's still from another mod I forgot to turn off. And the same thing with this one, you can change the design, the Eurospan or the Cavallo. Now this one, you can go from 18 meters to 24 to 28 to 36. Yeah, so that is pretty cool. I do like that, and I like that it's a smaller one that can do lime. And the capacity, that's 2,000 liters. That's not too bad. With a working width, of 36 meters, that's pretty good. All right, so the next one and the last one from this pack we're going to look at, this one's the Chrono 32. Oh, I got in the wrong tractor. Let's try that again. There we go. This one is the Chrono 32. Now this one, it's the biggest of the three. You can kind of see the size difference here. But anyway, now let's go look at this one in the store. Now this is probably the one I would get if I were to get one. So yeah, same thing, same color, design options before. This one, 1,800 liters to 3,000. So that's pretty good capacity for a spreader this size, I think. Same designs. Oh wait, there's two of those. So this one has two different Cavallo designs. And this one does 24 or 36. There's no 18 or anything like that. But, like I said, I think this is the one, if I were to get one, I think this is the one that I would probably choose. Yeah, and these all do lime, too. So, let's fill this. I forgot to fill the other one. Alright, let's fill that. And I'm not going to tab, because I have 8,000 different machines on this map here. Alright, so we'll fill that too. And then I'll just kind of demonstrate them a little bit real quick. I got a couple fields here ready to go. And, alright, so this one, where is my help menu? There it is. Alright, so let's see how you change the working width on this. Oh, this one you buy the working width. Right. That's right. You can't change it. You just have to buy it however you want it. Which is fine. I mean, most of the time you're probably going to want to use the bigger working width. I don't remember Okay. Alright, 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that little technical difficulty there. Somehow, plant growth was off. I don't know if that happens when you mess with the easy development controls or not, but yeah, this plant growth was off, so I reset it to growth stage 1, fast forwarded the time till it grew up a little bit, so then it let me fertilize. So now we'll demonstrate this guy here. So yeah, like I said, I mean, it works at 12 miles an hour. That's pretty average for a fertilizer spreader, I'd say. Not too crazy wide, but you know, it's the small version, so I mean, this is kind of what you're gonna expect here. But it does work pretty good. So anyways, I think we'll stop him because that's pretty much all that there is. Oh, let's not tab there. Forgot. Now let's jump in the next one here. And this one is 32 meters as well, or not as well. I think this one's 32 meters. So let's get away from that guy's thing there. Yeah, this will work. I'm just so you can see the entire thing. I don't want it to overlap any, so I'll start over here. Yeah. So yeah, that's a little better there. This is more my style. That's at 32. That actually looks bigger than 32, but you know what? That's fine. Alright, so there's that one. This one, I mean, this is a drastic jump in performance here, really, if I have to be honest. I don't think I would buy that one, but I mean, you know, like I said, if I was on somewhere like Klein's Land, you know, something real small like that, I mean, that would be plenty for that. And I think it's cheaper too. It's probably cheaper. I mean, yeah, so I mean, it's $8 grand cheaper, but then again, I mean, 20 grand, you might as well just get into something like this, you know. And then also the Kverneland one, that from the DLC pack, that's also a pretty good one. But let's where are we? Nope, that's not it. Yeah, don't mind this, I'll explain that in a minute. Alright, so we'll test out the last one here. This one should be fairly similar. I just think the capacity is a little more, but that's about it. Yeah, the capacity is a little more. I think okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like the width, actually that looks, well, that's probably about the same. Yes, like I said, I think the only difference here is the capacity on this one's a little more. But pretty much the same thing for the same price. It's just you have less customization with the working width. But, you know, I mean, this one holds more, so I would probably go for this one because I'd probably run it in 32 or 36 meters, however long this is. Alright, so there's that. I think those are pretty nice. They seem to work pretty good. The workers handle them pretty good. So, let's go on to our next mod here. You are right here. Alrighty, so this mod is the RC1W-M XL fertilizer. So this is also, I mean, you know, there's a lot of fertilizers in this episode, but so when I do mod reviews, I don't do every new mod that comes out every single week. I just wait until I find stuff that kind of interests me. So these fertilizers in the trailer, I mean, you've already seen it, the trailer that I'm going to be talking about in a minute here, those were the only things I've seen recently that really interested me, and I'm not going to just pump out a video showing off mods that I don't really care about. Not that there's anything wrong with those mods, it's just for me and my playstyle, they don't really give me anything. So, now that that's out of the way, let's go over here. Here it is. This is 4,500 liters, $18,000, and it does lime and solid fertilizer, correct? Yes, lime and solid fertilizer. 30 meter working width. There's a ton of color options here. You can get pretty much the standard stuff. It looks like base game. I mean, there's a couple different ones down here, but yeah, pretty much standard stuff. Anyway, yeah, that working speed thing, that's just that script mod, like I said before. There's not much to talk about in the store here, so let's take a look at it. I kind of set it up as Kloss colors because I was going to get a Kloss tractor, and then I just had this one around, so I just left it. That's why I had all the Case IH tractors pulling the the other, was it the Euroland? Yeah, no, Eurospan. That's why, because those were red, so I figured I'd have a case tractor pulling those. Anyway, let's get some fertilizer in this here. And, yep, so you can do lime, fertilizer. Alright. Now let's drive this over and give it a quick test. This one's 30 meters, so it's a little bit smaller than those other two, but it does hold a little bit more. So, I mean, and this is cheaper, so pretty much the same, though. See, it's a little smaller, but this is still gonna do you pretty good, and I'm pretty sure the working speed is a little faster. What were these guys? 12? No, yeah, 12, and then this one's 15. So, yeah, the working speed here is going to be quite a bit faster, so it might actually equal out to be about the same. I'm no math whiz, so, but I would say it's probably going to equal out to be about the same. Alrighty, that was that. So let's stop that guy and go check out our final mod for this map. There is another, well, I guess it's not really a mod. It's more of an update on a map that I want to show off a little bit. So, let's tab over to here. Alright, so this is the Lizard K-Base water trailer. Now, this trailer here, you can chain them together like that. This one, you buy the semi version, and then this one has its own little dolly already connected on it. So you don't have to buy a separate dolly or anything. It's a separate trailer you'd buy. Now, it holds the same amount. Everything's the same except this one's got a dolly, and this one, whoops. Except this one here's got a dolly, and this one just connects to the semi. And I mean, I'm sure you could put a dolly on this one and drag it around with a tractor if you wanted to. Also, I didn't test that, but I don't see why that wouldn't work. And the cool thing about these here is not only do they hold, well, you know what? Let's just look at them in the store real quick. If I can remember where they were, I think they're under miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Yeah, here we are. Alright, so, color options, I mean, you see mine are pink and purple there. There's plenty of different, I mean, if you get it this blue, that's pretty cool. Yeah, and then, you know, the rim color, same thing. You can get the original or these little things, which I don't really see the point in those, so I didn't get them. And then the attachers. To chain them together, you do need, whoops, where is it? You do need to get the attacher, the trailer attacher. But, I mean, it's $200, so that's not too bad. But the best thing about these is they hold pretty much most of your liquids. Like you got, what is that, herbicide, liquid fertilizer, water, diesel, and milk. So that's pretty much the main stuff you're going to deal with. I know there's some production stuff that might not work, I'm not sure, but yeah, so this one is a little bit more for the dolly one, surprisingly. Well, I guess not really surprisingly because it comes with the dolly. But yeah, the same options here apply. You can hook 100 of these things together if you really wanted to, although I don't know why you would. But yeah, 15,000 liters, that's pretty good. I would honestly probably just use one because it's kind of annoying dealing with this and backing up the dolly. But you see these racks up here, right? So this was the thing that really caught my eye about it. You can use this to stack pallets, you know, IBC tanks, you know, whatever you want to stack on here, whatever is tension strappable, because as you see, these have tension straps, which I thought that was pretty cool. And just to show you that they do work, we can drive over here to this little water station here, and now I'll explain this disaster that happened here. So, I was originally going to use these two trailers here to do the review on. And then, as I was driving this around the corner at about 6 miles an hour, the dolly one flipped over on me. So, that's another reason why I probably wouldn't chain these together unless you're just going to use the liquid part, because they're very top heavy. And the truck holds the first trailer down pretty well, but once you attach this one, that's when it got a little hairy. So that's this. But I figured I'd still use these to kind of show off the tension straps. So you could probably stack these as high as you want. I don't think I would go any higher than this just because they start to get a little top heavy. But I mean, there's 8 things of seeds on there and 8 things of, what are these, liquid fertilizer? Yeah, those are all liquid fertilizer. So yeah, I think if it were me, I'd probably just use one, but if you're going to need a lot of liquid, you could just chain a bunch of these together and drive them back to your farm. Yeah, I didn't test out all of the fill types, but I figured, you know, they work here. So, yeah. But I mean, let's just, I didn't even test to see if you could dump them somewhere. So there is cows and stuff. So let's go over here and see if we can dump them. I'm sure they'll work, but let's just try it just to be safe. Alright, start overloading water. Possibly. Okay, so that one unloaded. Let's go to this one. Start overloading. Yeah, so that worked. Pigs? Yep. Yes, they both work. That's cool. Anyway, I think that wraps it up for this map. And then I will have you back in just a second for the remainder of the video. Alrighty guys, welcome back. So, if you'll notice, we are on Old Kiwi Farm because there was an update for this map, and I normally wouldn't cover update stuff, but I thought this one was pretty awesome. So, if you'll notice, there's some different stuff here. What are these? Kiwis. So, I believe I was chatting with the creator of this map on one of my comments on one of my videos, and I think this is the final update, he said, for this map. But in order to do the kiwis, now there is another one too, there's white grapes, and there's some other stuff he changed too, but I think it was mainly fixes and bugs and stuff. I haven't really came across any bugs when I've been playing this map. I have a gameplay series of it if you haven't seen that yet, but I haven't come across any bugs. But he said there was some bug fixes and stuff that he did, and in order to do, now I didn't know this at first. I downloaded it and I was trying to figure it out, and I planted them, and I'm like, okay, so how do you harvest these things? So this broad 9000L, this is a mod made for Ishka Farm. I'm probably killing the name of that, but that map introduced grapes as a growable, harvestable crop type. So this is the harvester from that map. It's on the mod hub. You just go in and search broad and then BRAUD, and then this pops up, and you just download this and add it into the game, and then you can harvest the kiwi and the white grapes. So we will turn this guy on real quick here, maybe. Alright, so let's try this out, see if it's going to work. Yep, okay. So yeah, you can hire a worker for this, but it wasn't that hard, so I've just been kind of driving it around myself. I'm sure if you really wanted to make this faster, you could modify the XML a little bit, but I don't have a problem with it. I think it's perfectly fine. So yeah, this is pretty much how it works. Now this is the same way you'd harvest the grapes on that other map too. But I just thought it was cool because I've never seen kiwis in a map before, and you can see them on the trees. They look pretty cool there. And then to unload this thing, I'd never used it before, so I was messing with it a little bit before I made the video. So you got to do pipe out, and then the whole back end, it looks like there's 2 tanks that store the fruit here, and now these pop up. So I don't think you can use, I don't think you can use a massive trailer for this. Like, I don't think a semi would work. So the trailer I've been using is well, let's just go look at it here. This is a base game trailer, but I don't want to sell that. But this is in the Old Kiwi Farm map, and I think Kaz64 updated it a little bit, so it holds like everything, and he added in the grapes and the kiwi fruit that weren't previously in the game. So this is just the trailer I used, and I thought it was pretty good size for this, because see, this goes right over there perfectly. So yeah, now those are the kiwis. So let's just tab over here, and we'll hire a worker for this one. So these ones, these are white grapes. Now you can see them on there. They look pretty cool. So same harvester, same configuration, same everything for this. So let's we're actually gonna hire a worker for this one and see how he does. But I haven't tested Courseplay on here. I don't think I have it. Yeah, I don't have it downloaded, so I can't test it. But I'm sure you could probably figure out how to get Courseplay to work for this too. But yeah, no, that's a worker going, and he seems to be doing okay. Now this must be like the leaves and stuff, and then it just leaves the grapes in the tanks there, which is pretty cool. This is a pretty funny looking thing. I've never seen one of these in real life. Obviously, I'm sure this is what it looks like, but I thought it was pretty cool looking. Yeah, let's tab back over here to our trailer, and I think there should be sell points and stuff for these too. I haven't actually sold any yet. Let's see if we can find them in the store. There's carrots, onions. There we are, Kiwi Fruit. So there's three or four different sell points for those. I'm assuming I'm on normal, so that's probably a medium low yield type of crop, I would guess. The grapes look like they're about the same, but yeah. I just thought it's always nice to have different crop types and stuff though, and there's how they look in the trailer there. That's pretty cool. I will say they did a really nice job with the textures in the trailer, because they really do look like little kiwis. And I know I've done tomatoes on here before, and they really did look like little tomatoes, and the coffee beans too. So I thought that was pretty cool. Just a little extra effort they went in to make sure that they looked pretty realistic. Oh, and also one more thing I do know they updated is they put a workshop trigger over here by your shop, which I thought was nice because it didn't have one before, and you had to drive over to the store. I mean, I suppose you could have bought one, but it's just nice to have one right here and not have to have an extra building to have one. So yeah, we're gonna have to empty this, I think. Can you dump these on the ground? No, you can't. Alright, I figured, but we'll go over here and we'll empty this out. Just the F11 menu will work, just for demonstration purposes, obviously. Alright, so that's emptied out. We can get out of there. Now let's see how our guy's doing. Has he made it a row yet? Oh, he has. Look at this. He's doing fine. So this, I'm assuming you can't unload it. You know, like a combine or a forage harvester, right? You could drive up next to it and unload it. But this one, I don't think you're going to have that option. Yeah, see, I'm just getting in his way. We'll just let him keep going. He should be full any minute now. Oh yeah, 92%, 95%. I think this holds 8,000 liters if I remember correctly. Yeah, it looks like it. Yep. So that's not too bad for a harvester. I mean, you know, your average base game starting off combine is going to hold about that much. So, but yeah, the yield, I don't know. The yield looks pretty good because he's done not even 2 rows, and he's full. So actually, you might get quite a bit of money off of these. Yeah, you just kind of position this in there, and then what do these look like? Oh, look at that. They do look like little grapes. Yeah, I mean, we can take a look here just in the trailers and see if I'm sure there's more that take, oh yeah, so like all these trailers take them. But this is the base game one, it's 14,000 liters, but see, all these should probably take them too. Yeah. Like this is like a forage wagon, that's not going to take it, but like this one, oh, that does take it. Okay, what about this one? Oh, it does take it. Must have updated that, because I don't think, is this the double? No, it's not. I don't know. One of those, oh, this one. Is this the double one? One of those was like a double trailer, and it would only take grains, if I remember right. Oh yeah, here it is, this one. This one will take everything. Yeah, this is the CAS version of this, and it holds more, and it, not too much more, I don't think, if any. Yeah, a little bit more, but it holds, let's see. Yeah, it holds twice as much almost, or 10,000 liters more, I think. Not twice as much. Yeah, 10,000 liters more. Holds everything. Really decent price for a trailer of that size, I would say. But yeah, that's about all I have to show you here. I did, if anybody watches my gameplay series, I did update it and I did update my Old Kiwi Farm map, and I changed over all my save stuff, and I made a new save file, because it does require a new save file. I should have mentioned that earlier. But I did update that, so if you ever want to see any of this shown off more, I'm definitely going to be doing grapes in the future and kiwis on my gameplay series. But where did I find this harvester again? I can't remember. I didn't even talk about that. I think it's in here. Yeah. So it's relatively cheap for a well, not a combine, but a harvester too. It's only 98,000. And there's engine upgrades and stuff, but I'm not sure if you'd even need that in one wheel upgrade. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Dave from D&J Farming.